G'day and welcome to the Tech Math channel. What we're going to be having a look at today is we're looking at ways of dividing numbers into other numbers, but in big numbers, large numbers. What you probably would have used long division for at school, but we're not going to be using long division. We're going to use a slightly different way of dividing, a much faster, easier way of dividing, I find. So this is part 3 of a series of 4 videos. If you haven't seen the other videos, I recommend you'd probably have a look before you get on with this video. Here's a link just here. Alright, but maybe you can muddle your way along and work this out. It's not actually that bad. Okay, there's just a few terms which you might find handy. So, last few videos we've been looking at, we've been looking at first dividing 19 into numbers and then 29 and 39. These numbers that end in 9, but we're going to start getting to different numbers now. Okay, so, what we're going to be having a look at, I'm going to say put 1, we'll see how many times 38 goes into 64,821. Now, there's a couple of little tricks with this, but once you work out the pattern, everything's really, really easy to work these out. You're going to notice I put the 38 up here. I didn't put it down here like we used to doing, because we're not actually going to be dividing 38 into the number. We're going to be dividing a number that's, well, what's the next tens number that's close to 38? The number's 40. So we're going to actually be dividing 4, the 4 from 40, into that. Okay, this is our dividing number. Now, to get to that 40, we'd have to add 2. Okay, 38 plus 2 equals 40. Now, this gives us another important number, which is called our multiplier. Okay, and in previous videos, we haven't seemed to use the multiplier very much. Today, we're going to be using it a whole lot. Okay, so it's about time I started using this number, which I said was important. So let's start working this out. When we're working these out, we're going to work these out like a normal division, yet there's a little bit of a twist. We're going to be using answers from our previous parts of the question to get new parts of the answer, new answers, okay? And you'll see this, what I mean by this when we go along. So we start off, we just go 6 divided by 4. And it goes in once, and it has a remainder of 2. So 24 here, this is where we are starting to say we use numbers from the previous answers, okay? So we've got 1 as the previous answer. We get this previous answer, and we multiply it by the multiplier. Okay, that's why it's called the multiplier. 1 times 2 is 2, and we add that to our 24. So 24 plus 2 is 26. And 26 now divided by 4, we get the answer of 16. Okay, no worries, right? 16, and we have a remainder of 2. So 6, because 6 4 is 24, we have a remainder of 2 there. Okay, let's get on to the next part of the answer. So 28. 28, and what we're going to add to that is this number times a multiplier. So 6 times 2 is 12, equals 40. Alright, 40 now divided by 4 gives us the answer of 10. Alright, so the 10 here, I'm going to put a little 1 and a 0 there, but this actual 1 I'm going to add to the next number, okay? So alright, this 1 gets carried across from the 10. So our answer so far is 170, whatever the next part of the answer is, okay? But it's important to remember that it's not a 0 we're dealing with here, it's a 10, okay? And I'll show you why this is important. This is the next part of the answer. We have a 2, and to that we have to add this number, not 0, but 10 times the multiplier. So 10 times 2 is 20, so it equals 22. 22 divided by 4 equals 5. And we have 2 remainder. Now this last number, for you who've been watching the other videos of mine, is the remainder number. And the way we work this out is as follows. 21, first I'll get rid of these just to make it all nice and tidy and good. So 21, and we add to that this number times a multiplier, okay? It's this number times a multiplier. You notice in this pattern, 5 times 2 is 10. So we're adding that on, and we get the answer of 31. This is our remainder. So there's our answer. 1,705 with a remainder of 31. Cool. Alright, I'll put on one more question here, and then we're going to get even more complex than these, but they don't get much harder. If you can get what's going on here, then you get that little pattern going on, it's actually not that bad. Okay, you just have to get a couple of these little tricks. Alright, so let's do one here. Let's see how many times 37 goes into 35,609. Okay. Alright, so the next number up is a 40. Okay, to get to that we had to add 3. This 3 is what we call our multiplier. Alright, multiplier. Alright, that's a U, it's not just a very weird looking U. Okay, so let's start working these out. Now I'm going to try to do these, I'll try to go through these really, really well, but I'm not going to dwell on them too long. Okay, again, this last number I think I might want to put in is our remainder number. So 4 goes into 3, we can't do, we carry the 3 across. 35, okay, so 35 we're going to have to add 0 times 3, so we can't do that. So 35 divided by 4, we get the answer of 8. And we get a 3 there. Okay, so we get, because we have 3 left over. So now we've got 36, and to that I'm going to add 8 times 3, which is 24. So that's the answer is 60. 60 divided by 4 is 15. So I'm just going to put the 1 up there for now, and I'm going to get back to that in a little bit. Okay, so we have no remainder there, by the way. So this next one, we have 0 plus 15 times 3. So 15 times 3 is 45. 45 divided by 4 is 11, remainder 1. So I'm going to put that down here. 11, remainder 1. Okay, you're going to notice that I'm not actually completing the answer here. Okay, I'm leaving it a little bit. This is just a different way that you might want to do it. I sometimes find this a little bit more comfortable rather than adding on and getting confused as I go along. So now we're stuck with our remainder number. We're just going to work it out. It's not that bad, okay? So we get the number of 19. All right. What do we add to that? 11 times 3. So 19 plus 33. And what answer do we get there? 19 plus 33, 22, the answer of 52. Okay, pretty cool, right? So 52 is our remainder. But what you're going to notice, before I put my 50, I'll put it up here, 37 is less than 52. So we can actually take one of our 37s out of this. So I'll take 37 away, and I'm going to put that 37 I've taken away over here. It's another one of those 37s. Okay, we get the answer of, so where are we? We got the answer of 15. We have a remainder of 15. So I'm just going to tidy this up a bit now. So this here, 1 plus 8 becomes 9. 1 plus 5 becomes 6. And 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Now I've purposely gone through here and chosen a question that's rather difficult, because you're not actually going to get questions much more difficult than this, okay, with these sort of questions, okay, and I'd rather actually tackle, I think, the harder questions than the easier ones. It's very easy to put up a video, something that's really, really easy, and say how easy it is, but this one's, quite a difficult one. So if you got that as your answer, you should be doing pretty well. 962 with a remainder of 15. Next video, we're going to start getting to slightly different numbers, where this multiplier is going to be a negative number. It's not that bad, alright? Oh well, I'll see you next time.